Dear students, today we are going to do the next poem of your syllabus titled How to Tell Wild Animals. It is a humorous poem written by Caroline Wells. This humorous poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify or tell wild animals. Read it aloud, keeping to a strong and regular rhythm. It has a proper rhyming scheme, that is why you are asked to sing it or read it in a proper rhythm. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east. So the poetess is saying that if by chance you ever go to the forests of eastern part of the world, if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast. Tawny means yellowish brown in color. So a large animal of yellowish brown color, if you come across in that jungle, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it as the Asian lion. So here the poetess is saying that when you see that yellowish brown color large animal, and if it roars at you as you are dying, and after listening to that loud and fearsome roar, you feel like dying because of fear, you will come to know that that large animal is the Asian lion. So it is dangerous to go and identify any wild animal in this manner, to come face to face with a wild animal. Then next, or if some time when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black strips on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. So next animal the poetess is talking about the Bengal tiger, and the poetess says that if sometime when roaming round, you are already in the jungle, and then while roaming in the jungle you come across a noble wild beast with black strips on a yellow ground. So it has a yellow color skin, and on that black strips are there. Just notice if he eats you, and it will, after seeing you, will attack on you, and while being eaten you will come across you will come to know that this is the Bengal tiger. Now what is the use of knowing about a wild beast just before your death? Then next animal is, as you can see in the picture, a leopard. If strolling forth, strolling means wandering, forth is forward. If moving forward in the forest, a beast you view, you see another beast whose hide with spots is peppered. Whose hide here is a skin, whose skin is spotted with spots. As soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. So, as soon as it will see you, it will jump upon you, and you will come to know that it is leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. He will only leap and leap again. So, the poetess says that even if you shout or scream loudly in pain, then also it will be of no use at that moment, because it will keep on eating you again and again, and it is not at all going to spare you how much loud you shout or scream. Then the next animal, as you can see in the picture, is a bear. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very very hard, be sure it is a bear. So he says that bear even comes to the human colonies. So if you come across an animal nearby your house, and that animal hugs you very very hard, the quality of a bear is that it hugs very tightly that the person dies. So be sure that it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Caress is a loving touch. Here it is. It means the hug of a bear. So if you doubt on bear, then it will, as it is not going to leave you until and unless you die. So by that tight hug of the bear, you will realize that it is a bear only. Then next animal mentioned is a hyena. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, beasts or animals which feed on other smaller animals. A novice might nonplus. Novice means an unexperienced person or a beginner for something. Here, the poetess is calling that person a novice who is viewing the wild animals for the first time. Might nonplus. Nonplus means get confused. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. So he is saying that how will you differentiate between a crocodile and a hyena? So the poetess is telling us the way. Hyenas come with merry smiles. When you look at a hyena, you will feel like as if it is smiling. But if they weep, they are crocodiles. But crocodiles, when they will see you, they will shed their tears. So the poetess is trying to say that hyena smiles at its victim, whereas crocodiles shed tears at their victim in order to gain sympathy of the victim of their prey. Then the next animal is chameleon. The true chameleon is a small, a lizard sort of thing. So it is type of, just it looks like a lizard. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. So this is the similarity between a chameleon and a lizard. They both do not have ears and they both do not have any wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. So the poetess is trying to say that if you are not able to see anything on a tree, then for sure the chameleon is there and it has changed its color according to the color of the branch of the tree. So you are not able to see it. So this is how the poetess ends the poem by telling different qualities of different wild animals, and though the trick which she has told us how to identify a wild animal is very risky, instead of coming across a wild animal face to face, it is better to keep distance from them in order to keep ourselves safe. I hope the poem is very clear to you and you have understood it very well. Thank you, children.